Hey guys, welcome back to another What's for Dinner. Our first meal for the week is sausage, hamburger, broccoli, Alfredo casserole. That is a mouthful to say. This meal is keto. You don't have to be keto to enjoy this. It is really good. What you're going to need is 1 pound of ground beef, 1 pound of bulk sausage. You can use either breakfast sausage or Italian sausage. I'm using Italian tonight, but I honestly prefer the Swaggerty sausage over the Italian. You'll need 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 small onion chopped, 1 clove of garlic minced, 10 to 12 ounces of fresh broccoli, 1 package of cream cheese, half a cup of heavy cream, half a cup of Parmesan cheese, and 8 ounces of mozzarella cheese, as well as salt and pepper to taste. So you just want to first brown your hamburger meat and your sausage together in the pan with an onion and your minced garlic, and then you'll add in your oregano and salt and pepper to taste. And guys, I will have the link to this recipe down in the description box. So if you didn't get all of those ingredients as I was saying them, don't worry about that. The link will be down in the description. And you want to soften your cream cheese. I must have not filmed that clip, but you want to soften your cream cheese and then put your Parmesan cheese in and your heavy cream. And then you're going to pour all of that into your hamburger sausage mixture. Mix that all up really good. When you're mixing this up, you're supposed to steam your broccoli until tender but still a little crisp. I never do that step. I just go ahead and put it in the skillet and mix it all up, let it cook a little bit longer. And here I'm adding in just a little bit more of heavy cream. I didn't feel like it was quite creamy enough, so I wanted to add in just a little bit more. And then you're going to pour all of that mixture into a casserole dish. Spread it out evenly, and then you want to top it with your mozzarella cheese and bake it at 350 degrees for about 35 to 45 minutes until it's bubbly around the edges. If you are not keto, this would be delicious with some good garlic bread on the side. Our next meal is Keto Pizza Supreme Casserole, and this was absolutely delicious. My husband enjoyed it. I felt like I was actually eating pizza without all the carbs. It was really good. What you need is 1 large head of cauliflower trimmed into florets, half a cup plus 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese, grated and divided, 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning divided, 3 cloves of garlic minced, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, sea salt and black pepper to taste, half a cup of pizza sauce divided, 3/4 cup of mozzarella cheese shredded and divided, 2 ounces of Canadian bacon sliced, 2 ounces of pepperoni sliced, 1 ounce of green bell pepper diced, 1 ounce of onion diced, and 10 black olives sliced. So what you're going to do first is combine the cauliflower, half a cup of the Parmesan cheese, 1 tablespoon of your Italian seasoning, garlic, olive oil, sea salt, and black pepper. And you want to toss all of those ingredients until it's well combined and the cauliflower is coated. The sea salt was not coming out quick enough for me, so I just took the lid off and got a handful of salt. Once that's all mixed up, you're going to spread it out into an even layer onto a rimmed baking sheet, and you want to bake it on the top rack for about 30 minutes in a 400-degree oven. While I was waiting on that to bake, I decided to go ahead and just shred up the rest of that Parmesan cheese and put it into a container into the fridge so that we had it for meals later on in the week, and I didn't have to fool with shredding it anymore. After the 30 minutes is up, you're going to put the cauliflower mixture back into a mixing bowl. You want to add 1/4 cup of the pizza sauce, a 1/4 cup of the mozzarella cheese, and toss all of that until the cauliflower is well coated. And then you're going to transfer the cauliflower mixture to a casserole dish and put on the rest of the pizza sauce, the mozzarella cheese. And this is where you're going to add your toppings, the Canadian bacon, pepperoni, bell peppers, onion, and olives. And you'll see in just a minute here that I only put black olives on half of the casserole because I do not like black olives. And the next time I make this, I'm actually going to make a separate dish and have just pepperoni and the pizza sauce and cheese for the kids because they didn't really care for the green peppers. And as you can see, I don't have any onions. I didn't feel like chopping up an onion, so I don't have any onions in it. But again, this was really good. After you get all your toppings put on, you're going to reduce the oven temperature to 350 degrees and then bake this for 30 minutes. I decided 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese was just not enough for the top of the pizza, so I got the rest of the cheese back out and added a little bit more. Our next meal is Double Decker Taco Tuesday night, and I am using my ground beef from Butcher Box. This is 100% grass-fed and grass-finished. And y'all, this is the second time that I've used it, and I absolutely love it. It tastes so good. You're also going to need some crispy taco shells, lettuce, cheese, whatever toppings you like on your tacos. And I am using these cheese wraps. I bought these from Publix. If you saw my last grocery haul, I'm going to make an actual taco bowl for myself instead of using a tortilla. So you just want to brown your hamburger meat and add your taco seasoning. This is taco seasoning that I make myself. It is from a recipe in a keto cookbook. I really like this much better than getting the package taco seasoning. With the cheese wrap, you're going to put that on a baking pan or a cookie sheet, and I'm going to go ahead and add the crunchy taco shells. And it's okay when you're making the double decker if one of your shells breaks. So now that the cheese wrap is hot, I am going to put it over top of a bowl turned upside down and just try to hold it there to have that form into a taco shell bowl. And I will say the bowl that I'm using is not the greatest. I'll have to use a different type of bowl the next time I make these. And this wrap was really good. I saved a bite for my husband and he really liked it as well. Our final meal for this week's What's for Dinner is Crock-Pot Italian Parmesan chicken. What you will need is 4 to 6 chicken breasts, 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, black pepper, and I'm using pink Himalayan salt. You can use regular salt if you would like. I got this recipe from Clutter-Free Mom of 3 over on Instagram. These next ingredients will be used later on. You're going to need 4 tablespoons of minced garlic, 1 cup of mayonnaise, 1 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese, and 1.5 sticks of salted butter, as well as a little bit more of Italian seasoning. You're going to put all of your chicken breast down in the bottom of the crock pot and then sprinkle on your Italian seasoning and make sure you get it on top of all of the chicken. and then you can add in your salt and pepper to taste. And you want to cook this on low for 4 to 6 hours. My chicken is still partially frozen, so mine cooked probably a good 5 to 5.5 hours. Once your chicken is cooked for the amount of time required, you're going to put your butter into a bowl and soften it just a little bit in the microwave. You also want to remove your chicken from the crock pot and drain all of the juice out of the crock pot, and then put your chicken back into the bottom of the crock pot. You can shred the chicken or you can just leave it as is. I did go ahead and just use the tongs and kind of shredded it up a little bit. Now you're going to mix in your Parmesan cheese, your Italian seasoning, mayonnaise, and your garlic, and mix that all up really well. And then you'll place that on top of your shredded chicken inside the crock pot and turn it on high and let that cook for another 30 minutes or until that mixture is really gooey. This was really good. It was a bit greasy using the butter, but I think next time when I make it, I will reduce the amount of butter that I use and maybe use just a little bit less mayonnaise as well. But overall, it was really good. My husband enjoyed it. My kids actually liked it. So this is definitely a keeper, and it is keto. So definitely a keeper in my recipe book. For a side dish, I ended up roasting some asparagus with some pepper jack cheese. I just grated it up finely using my grater, and this grater is from IKEA. I really like it, but I kind of want a stand-up grater. I don't know, I can't get satisfied with my grater. So I put a little bit of olive oil on top of the asparagus, and then I sprinkled the pepper jack cheese on top, popped it into the oven for a little bit. I don't really know how long I did it for, until it was a little bit tender but still crisp. I also made some cream style corn, or if you've seen one of my grocery hauls, you know that we call it droopy corn around here, but I served that for the kids. They don't care for asparagus. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tap on the bell so you don't miss any of my videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.